Hello and welcome to this next part of Super Danganronpa Another 2. Last time we had ourselves a little rebellion which almost turned bad, but Shinji saved the day.
Yeah.
And now we have ourselves a little meeting after the fact, so let's see how it shall go, I guess.
Yes, please get Yoriko off the screen. I am begging you.
And so, what are we going to do with this criminal? He looks a bit worse for wear.
He got his ass handed to him. It's fine. He's fine. You know? Just a little bit of karma, you know?
Just a little bit.
This is so funny, mind you, because first it was Kinjo who was tied up, right? Then he tied up Mikado, right? And then he gets tied up himself for acting off his rocker like Kinjo did. Really, the parallels. Like, so funny.
Haven't seen that one coming, despite being one of the people who tied up Kinjo.
Exactly. So fucking funny to me. Anyway. Heads up, Yuki. No murder allowed. Yes, please give him a hard time for that. Completely warranted.
Of course. I was just panicking that time, okay? Let's tie his hands down and wait for now. We can't completely restrict him like Mikado, right?
A criminal. If Kinjo finds out, I'm gonna be so dead.
What do you think Kinjo is?
I mean, if you tried to tell Kinjo that, he'd just get mad at you, you know? Like he did with Urehara. So, you know?
He cannot
Can't
undo
run
the
from
truth.
it forever, I'm sure, but you know. He is stuck in his ways and cannot see himself as the bad guy, I guess.
Oh man. You've been on and on about this Kinjo person. Who exactly is he?
Oh, let me tell ya. let me tell ya, that one's a whole can of worms on his own. He's my friend. Friends and my boss, head of the Kisaragi Foundation.
This alone would already make me distrust the Kisaragi Foundation.
That's if you knew who Kinjo was. So, like, if you knew who Kinjo was and you heard this, yeah. And if you also put together that, like, yeah, Kinjo taught me how to do this shit, yeah, then yes. Yes, I would also be in that. But first, one, you would have to know who Kinjo is, or two, you would have to put together that, like, Kinjo brainwashed Teria enough to behave how he just did towards the rest of us. Which, either one of those is enough evidence to be like, no, I don't think I care much about Kisaragi Foundation, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean that Teria did say a lot of Kinjo would do this and stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta take into account the
association.
situation. Yeah, you gotta take into account the situation though too, because like could be mad ramblings at that point, and you might not be able to put it together in the time because what the fuck's going on, sort of thing. But like, if you're able to keep your head the whole time and put together that shit, then yeah, I could see it.
I don't even think you would need to clear your head for that. It's just, this guy is talking about doing something like Kinjo. Kinjo is the boss of Kisaragi Foundation. Teria is being a big dum-dum. I don't like either of those.
True. This would also put a smear on Mikaru's name. She'll be so pissed. I think I mentioned him once before.
The head? So, he's in control of the foundation?
I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but I really was doing all that I could to protect you.
Seriously? You tried to kill us!
That's because you tried to resist me. Look, no one actually died for the past few days, remember? Why do you sound like Kinjo now? Where is my boy? Where is my boy at? Kinjo, what did you do to my boy?
That's a pretty deterministic way of looking at things.
God, imagine the can of whoop-ass that Mikaru's gonna whip out on Kinjo.
If she's in fact looking at screens and seeing stuff, then oh, she's mad. She's so mad.
She's gonna whip it out, man. Oh my god, the mental image of that is funny because you don't know what Kinjo looks like yet for game 2. Oh, that's funny to me. Sorry, that's hilarious. In like a really morbid way, but anyway, moving on.
I get what you were onto, but your methods were wrong.
I know. This was the only way for me. That's how how the Kisaragi Foundation works. That just puts the nail in the coffin, bud. That doesn't make you trustworthy at all.
Yep.
And with that, we finally realized the reason behind why Nikkei told us to keep his reveal a secret from Teria. We have no clue about what kind of place the Foundation actually was. Bingo! Hey, since you were watching us, you must have heard about me as well, right? So, yeah, I'm a void. I told these guys the truth and have been working with them ever since. Third trial. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier, but it seems like I made the right choice, huh? You must believe in us, Teria. We won't die even without you. We will all survive and escape this tower and this world. He's got nothing to say. Do as you like. It's not like I have a say in the matter when I'm all tied up like this. He's so much more level-headed than Kinjo was when he was up, please. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Teria dropped his bruised head down. He looked so defeated, with a hint of regret. Well, he did go berserk on us, and we almost died because of that.
Then we should take turns watching Teria and Mikado. And what are we going to do from there? What do you mean? Have you forgotten? We might have gotten out of the break room, but we're still trapped inside the tower. You're right. Although we can investigate more places, we need to consider meals, bathrooms, places to sleep, among other things.
It's probably best that we keep our basic life necessities in the break room. Why? I would relocate after all that.
Laziness.
Okay, they do have a fireplace, fine. It's a bit of a stretch to say that you actually have a bathroom in there. Whatever. You have a fireplace and a bathroom there as well.
Come to think of it, we kind of made do with books. But how do Teria and Shobai take care of that business?
Asking the real questions, I see.
I kind of don't... Oh no, please don't share it. Oh, in my case...
You don't have to answer stuff like that. And Iroha, stop bringing up stupid stuff. I actually want to know. I don't want to step into stuff.
That's very true.
I want to avoid bathrooms if possible. Unless I need to
True.
use them.
True.
So, continue your life as before, but expand your investigations, is that it?
Everyone, I'd like to bring something up. How about we set Teria free? Sweetie? Can you share the method to your madness, please? I don't think everyone's gonna be on board with that.
I mean, it would be safer if we somehow get rid of the gun. Completely. Permanently.
True. He's still stronger than everyone here other than Shinji.
Though it would take a long time for him to strangle everyone to death.
That's true.
And
If you pair him up with Shinji, at least Shinji would be able to keep him in... Well, no, because Shinji's incapacitated right now, sorta. He's still, like, going through it.
But
Sora,
psychologically...
it looks like you have to... Sora, it looks like you have to babysit Teria now.
What? But what if he tries to do something again?
Regarding our meals, we have to buy the calorie bars from Shobai, right? I'd like to suggest that we leave that job to Teria like before.
I'm against it. He's probably gonna do something horrible again.
I think different. He seems defeated at this point, and he doesn't even have a gun.
Where is it, by the way?
I kind of would like to know where the gun is. That's kind of important. Where is the gun?
Hmm.
If he tries to do something funny, we can all gang up on him. And he should know best that all eyes will be on him for quite a while.
Well, you're certainly not wrong, but...
It's not the only problem. Teria seems to have the most amount of money here. If we try to individually buy food from Shobai, it'll cost a fortune. Is anyone here rich enough for that?
I mean, I have enough for quite a while.
Honestly, it's not that bad. Like, 100 crow, the equivalent of less than $1 in US currency. Since it's 100 yen, basically. It's supposed to be... Yeah, they explained this at the start. 100 crow is the equivalent of 100 yen. So, if you do the, if you do the conversion between yen and USD, it's literally like 90 something cents, if even. So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I see. The money problem is something I can definitely get behind. Of course, you're a starving artist, you fool. So, is it a big deal? You let me free in exchange I bring you the food like I used to? Basically, is there a problem with that? Of course not. Alright, I'll bring you the food from Shobai.
He's such a kicked puppy.
Yeah! It's like... He's so tall, I'm sorry. When I think puppy and Teria, like, yeah, fundamentally, yes, he is, but he's so fucking large.
Do you guys have that one kids show with the gigantic red puppy?
Clifford, yeah.
Yep.
Just, he's green.
Yes.
Terry is the green Clifford. Okay, goodbye. That's funny.
Only he has been kicked this time.
Oh, man.
Oh,
man,
man.
like, what damage would that even do with it being that big? Never mind, I don't want to think about that. That's grim.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Sorry, meme. Anyway, moving on.
No, that's settled. I think it's best that we keep him inside the break room as well. To keep an eye on him, eh?
So now, 8 of us, excluding Shobai, will be living in the same place.
Not sure if you'll even listen to me at this point, but keep your guards up. You're most vulnerable when you're at ease. Don't you forget that the threat of the voids and Mikado still exists.
I don't think Iroha is gonna be capable of doing much.
She is literally wet cardboard.
Yes.
She is as threatening as wet cardboard. Easily thrown in the trash. You could literally pick her up and chuck her.
She just small, stupid chihuahua or something.
Basically. You're very aware of that without your help, thank you. Now that we've decided on the rules, we've got one last thing to settle.
What to do
As I
with
said
the
that-
gun?
Okay, so Sora had it. As I said that, I put the gun that had been in my pocket on the table.
The gun.
Sweetheart, you have a pocket that big in your skirt? Like, hold on, like, back the fuck up. What uniform skirts have pockets that are well crafted enough to hold said revolver and are big enough to hold said revolver without the bitch falling out? Whatever, I'm leaving this alone. This gun was single-handedly what made us so weak and useless against Teria.
Honestly, the first thing I would do with that thing is shoot at the wall as many times as there are bullets.
Yeah, because the other thing is you would need to know if there was any other ammunition lying around, or if Teria was in possession of any other ammunition.
But the others don't know, at least.
That's true, but it still means that Teria would still be a threat.
And like I said,
Or Shobai, because I'm sure Shobai could get his hands on some ammunition.
into the fireplace with this thing.
I still think that's a bad idea just because of how gun mechanisms work, even if they're empty. Like, it's like setting off a bomb in the fireplace. Then you'd be without, like, a source of warmth, too. Like, yes, dispose of the gun, but I don't think melting it is a good idea. Not unless you, okay, if you took the bitch completely apart, and you would have to have the knowledge and know how to do that, and not all guns do come completely apart. They come in parts. Let me just elaborate that. This is how you know I have a little bit of gun knowledge. When it comes to a revolver, though, I think it only has 3 or 4 pieces.
Well, as long as...
I don't think you can, like, break it down any more than that, or if you are able to, I am not aware or have the knowledge enough about the models to know that. So there's that. Most guns come in, like, anywhere between, like, 3 to 5 pieces when it comes to taking them apart. For handguns, let me clarify, for handguns.
I mean, if there's just one piece of those, which you can manage to, like, get rid of via the fireplace, then...
I think if you manage to... like, the swivel casing, like, I don't know if you've ever watched a revolver opened in a shooter, but it swings out to the side. If you could take out the bullet casing, where it holds the bullets, and melt that fucker when there's no bullets in the bullet casing, might be fine. Maybe that, because then the rest of the gun is useless. You can't do anything. It doesn't have a way to hold the bullet anymore. Because the handle itself on a revolver is not where the bullets go. It's that circular casing in the center. That's where the bullets are housed.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even need to...
out.
It doesn't even need to be completely melted, just melted enough so nothing can properly sit there
Yeah,
anymore.
so it's useless. Yeah. So that it doesn't fit in the actual casing of the gun. Yeah. Yeah. Dangerous, but yeah. So conversely, gaining a weapon of this caliber must be a positive addition to our group. I don't know about that.
No.
I also don't know if I trust anyone in the group well enough to hold this thing.
Especially
Even
not
ourselves.
Nikke is gonna grab that thing and try to shoot Mikado.
He should not have the gun. And Yuki has proven he cannot hold on to it either. Shinji is not clear-headed enough currently to hold on to it. Otherwise, I would hand it to Shinji. I actually trust Shinji enough with it. Okay, so here's how I would go about this, okay? One person is in charge of the ammunition, like, and then the other person is in charge of the actual gun itself. So that no one person has both of those assets.
I would still
Because if you
prefer
you
the
keep
bullets
the-
in the wall.
I mean, yeah, but where are you gonna put them?
Shoot them.
Yeah, but that's only 6 rounds. We don't know where the other rounds are. We don't know if there's other clips. We don't know if there's more ammunition. All that really does is, yeah, it wastes the ammunition, but there's also still a rule against destruction.
We can find a place that wouldn't be destroyed by bullets.
I guess so. I just think it's not a good idea.
I do not want this gun anywhere in this group. It should be completely destroyed.
Agreed.
Ammunition and gun itself.
Yeah. You could probably, okay, to get rid of the bullets themselves, like to make them useless, all you gotta do, one of the things you could do with bullets, but if this is an old revolver, you can pop off the casings and get rid of the gunpowder. Just spread it around into the grit of the fucking stones, and then if the gunpowder's gone, gun's useless. You can't do anything without gunpowder.
I want that gun. Completely.
It's fair. I fucking hate guns, so I feel that.
Alright. As long as someone trustworthy and responsible holds this, it should prove to be useful later on.
No.
Oh.
It is machine of death.
Yeah.
But where did this exactly come from? Teria, how did you exactly acquire this?
I don't know why, but I found it at the top of the tower inside the break room. Hello?
What? What?
Wait, that's the same room as the Akane and Ayame statue. Yeah, that's
That's problematic.
Yeah, it is.
It wasn't there before.
Okay, but okay, so if we're thinking timeline wise, that means Teria acquired that when like when he saw Haru and Satsuki's statues.
Yeah.
And considering he was in a heightened emotional state, yeah, I think he displaced enough to grab a gun, I guess. Fuck. He also has knowledge of how to use it because of Kinjo. Anyway, God.
But is so can guns spawn in this world?
Okay, think about it this way. We're currently in a situation where logic doesn't completely apply.
Yeah,
It applies
so
in
they can
some
randomly spawn.
I don't know. Okay, I don't think there's a random spawn. I do, however, think that whoever's in charge of the code right now could spawn one in. Think Minecraft spawner. You know, like if you go into creative mode and you spawn something in, think of it like that. Of like whoever's in admin mode right now could probably spawn something in if they wanted to. But again, we don't know who's dealing with that at the moment, since Mikado seems to be out of sorts and not able to do his usual shit.
Honestly, if the world is glitching, then it could be randomized.
Could be. There's also the whole thing of like, Mikado knows nothing about this tower. He didn't program it. He didn't put it in here. Someone else is behind this that has access to the code.
Problems over problems over problems.
Yep. I was somehow the one to find it first, and I just happened to use it against you. I don't know about that.
Well, that isn't the important part. The issue is who should be the one to hold this.
I say Yuki's out. He tried to shoot Terry out without hesitation the moment he got his hands on a gun.
I told you that was because... I guess that's just an excuse, huh? Fair enough.
Plus, if you crack easy under pressure, you shouldn't have a firearm.
I agree that it's best I don't receive the gun.
I mean, is there any need to continue this debate? I don't think any one of us is worthy except Shinji. See, Nikkei understands where I'm coming from with that. Same time, he's not of a clear head right now to hold on to it.
Yep.
What? Me?
True, the most trustworthy one here right now is Shinji.
Agreed. He's the one who saved us earlier, and he's usually the most helpful one when the situation calls for it.
He's also a firefighter. Not that that matters, but like he's at least been around emergency services. I doubt that they're trained to handle that sort of thing, other than like, you know, putting them aside for safety purposes, like removing them for safety purposes. I mean, not actually handling them.
No, firefighters don't have any reason to use guns.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like this is a reach, but fine.
This is too embarrassing.
If you take the gun, I know there will be nothing to worry about. I knew you were the right one to trust.
No, as I told you before, I'm in a very unstable state right now. The cold, dry air and the snow is making my heart tremble. I'm doing my best to hold it in.
And that's all the more reason for you to hold the gun, huh?
Is it? No.
Oh?
What?
What this gun represents is that in this tower, no, this whole killing school trip is power itself, dear? I don't know if I have the right to talk about your past, but perhaps this power is enough for you to recover from your own traumas. No. No. I
Sora,
reject that part of the narrative.
Sora, you cannot solve trauma with gun.
No. If anything, adding gun with trauma make trauma worse.
Right, you literally jumped in to save our lives. I know I can't be that brave.
But...
God, how indecisive can you get? God, how indecisive can you get? Then how about we vote?
How about we get rid of the gun?
All in favor of Shinji keeping the gun, raise your hands.
Wait, voting? No, you can't just go ahead and decide something of this importance by voting.
Yeah, I agree with that.
My, it seems like we're anonymous.
He is not. Okay, so Shinji is me in this situation. I'm not of a clear enough head to hold on to this. And I'm of the situation with what most of the rest of them said earlier was, no one should hold on to this.
Hmm.
I don't think anyone should be holding this, but I also don't think it should be in a discoverable place for anyone else to find it. Especially Mikado. Babes, I love you, but the fact that you have no magic in this situation, then this is one thing that you should not be able to get your hands on. I beg of you, Shinji. The safety off. Anyway, put safety on. Anyway.
Alright, as weak as I am, I'll try my best for you all.
You know, you'd be so much cooler if you didn't act so embarrassed all the time.
That's his moe point. Shut up.
It's called having a personality.
Exactly. And so, our awkward relationship seemed to change for the better. We were able to beat the final boss of the tower, Teria, and regain order and peace inside the tower. I don't know about that. There was no guarantee that we'll be able to escape from this tower, nor have we found any clue of doing so. We have grown since our last trial through many hardships. All that's left is to do our best and find the truth behind this tower and this whole killing school trip. And with our goals set straight, we were able to take a big step towards that goal. I am stuttering. I need a drink. Greetings, comrades. Please gather at the Oracle Room immediately.
Don't forget Mikado.
Yeah, they won't. There was an unusual lunchtime meeting event, and we all gathered shortly after at the Oracle Room. We continued our usual routine of picking each of our books. As expected, there wasn't much progress gained from today's meeting as well. After that, we each went our ways to freely investigate the rest of the tower. Oh wait, are we that far along? Oh yeah, I know what's coming up. Okay. You're finally free from confinement. You can now freely investigate the tower. Everyone else looks to be scattered, so let's look around.
Oh?
Go to all the lower floors first. Do not go to the top until the very end.
Ah yeah, this place did not become relevant yet.
Nah.
But no one's really here, eh?
Yeah. You might want to talk to one of them and see if it's still in investigation mode, or if this is there's idle chatter. Okay, it's idle chatter. Shinji, what are you up to?
Oh, Sora. I was just checking the door again. Perhaps it's open again. Or maybe it's just my wishful thinking. Yeah, it's not budging. It's like pushing a wall rather than a door. I'll keep trying for a while.
I see. Yeah, so I'm right. Definitely don't go to the top floor until last. I tell ya, you don't have bruises anymore. Aria, don't your hands hurt? Are you trying to spy on me? Don't worry about it, honestly. I'm useless without that gun. It's not what I was saying. Don't concern yourself with me. Damn, a little prickly, aren't you?
Just a little.
True.
Oh yeah. That was the Oracle Room.
I guess we go find everyone else to talk.
Oh, Nikkei. Is there anyone else?
Yeah, we haven't seen Shobai or Iroha or York or Yuki. But I guess we talked to Nikkei first.
Hi.
Sora, wait! Nikkei? No one's around, right? There's something I need to tell you. What is it? Come inside and I'll tell you.
Just a bit suspicious.
Sus much, Mr. Sus Lord? was led into the meeting room by Nikkei. Meow. Yoriko? Yuki? You're here too?
Oh, so when Nikkei said there was still one person left, he meant Sora.
So I suppose you two got called by Nikkei as well.
Yeah, don't know about the reason, but he said he had something to tell us all. But like, is there really something to talk about? It's not like we have something to worry about right now. All we have to do is search for clues that he might be confessing his sins.
I don't know. He might be, stirring the pot, so to say. Or about to stir the pot. True.
What's the matter? Is there someone else you would like to bring?
Nah, this should be enough. Well, it's not like there's any other person we can trust.
Shinji?
What do you mean? Well, the thing is... When you just picked your books in the Oracle Room, what did the book say?
What do you mean? It's the same every time. A string of letters that looks to be some sort of code.
Same here, though it unfortunately wasn't a reset code.
I see. Nothing different here as well, but why? The thing is, there was something strange written on the book that I chose. Something strange? So it wasn't a reset code. There's a traitor amongst you who is with the Void.
Uh-huh. You mean Iroha?
Let's see.
That chihuahua of a stupid dog?
Let's see.
What?
Page that usually contains the code had that written on it instead.
What do you mean? There's a traitor?
So you mean there's a rat among us? Yeah, there are three voids alive. Mikado, me, and the one I cannot reveal. So, there is a person who is helping the void among the 6 people, excluding those 3.
That's what it meant.
He's getting into this. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the point they're about to make here is that someone in the group that is not Void has been helping Void the whole time.
Ah.
And I need to explain that because the translation here is just a touch choppy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not
I
bad.
noticed.
It's just a little bit. To be fair, Kai did an excellent job in the translation. I highly praise Kai. Kai, you're very good. Thank you. Just, there are some rush parts here and there.
Yep. Like it is when you have to translate a whole ass Danganronpa game.
I know, like literally. Plus, it's all getting retouched up in the dub anyway. By the translators, and if I remember right, some of them who have worked on this version are involved. So they don't see a reason to retouch this version of the translation.
Yeah, makes sense.
Since the dub version is going to have improved upon that. It's got more hands on it, to be fair. That's also why, if you play the two back against each other, I noticed this when I was looking back in our videos, Rina, but I compared Chapter 2 to I's version of Chapter 2. There's some added text. There's like some added flavor text to make it, you know, more loyal to what it is in certain interactions. And if I'm honest, most of it has to do with Sonoji, which I'm about. Leans more into his character, and I'm very proud of that. But anyway, still highly respect this version of the translation because based on what we were given, very good. And also, if I remember right, Kai's fluent in Korean, so yeah.
That can't be. It's not me. Wait, is this info even credible to begin with?
Don't panic and listen to me. Personally, I think the traitor is none other than Shinji Kasai.
You really are stirring the pot, aren't you?
What did I say? Can't trust everything Nikkei says. That would make this really boring. However, just to highlight, because like I said, this portion of the translation onward is a little... I do a little thing with my hand. There is an actual traitor in the entirety of the group itself that is not Void, but has been working with the Void. I will say that. And I won't be surprised if you guess who it is. Because it's kind of obvious, but I'll be like, yay, if you do. What?
What reason would one even have to do that?
Shinji is the traitor?
Well, how could you, Nikkei? You think I will believe that? There's no way that Big Bro's the traitor. He literally just saved us. How dare you try to...
Wait, calm down. I'm just as confused as you are. Why do you think I'm discussing this with you all? Putting all that aside, there's something I'd like to ask you, Nikkei. It's strange, seeing how you're a Void. Wouldn't you already know if Shinji was working with you?
Good question.
No. It's true that Void only has 5 members. That's not all there is to it.
Uh-huh.
Rumor has it that there is a mysterious collaborator that helped with our plans. A collaborator, you say? Go on. No one other than Mikado knows about this person. I've only heard about their existence, that's all.
And you're saying that's Shinji?
Are you kidding me? Of course it's a lie. Why would you even think there's a traitor in the first place?
I know. But if it wasn't for him, we would have been dead this morning. But he had been acting strange all this time. And as a Void, something tells me that something's up with him. Okay, but we already have an explanation for that, Nikkei. He has PTSD. You're using this as some sort of cover story, dude. And why would you go and hide such valuable info until now? You're basically telling us there's a 6th Void. I couldn't confirm the information myself. And I heard that they only helped to prepare the plan. And they weren't involved with the execution of it.
Then I must say it wouldn't much matter, would it? At least in terms of them being a danger.
Well, okay. I know why he's bringing it up, because the program's glitching. And if someone only helped with the execution, well, not the execution of the plan, but if someone only helped with the planning portion of this, would that not mean that they might have administrator rights to the code itself?
Depends on what they were being involved with. Being a programmer alone? I mean...
Because if only Mikado knows who the person is, I don't think Mikado trusts the rest of the Void to have full administrator rights. Or he's not the only one with access to the code. Does that make sense?
But it still means there aren't exactly a danger, an active danger, though.
Well, the reason I'm saying that he's bringing it up now for that is because the program locked them in the tower. And the temperature is all out of whack because of the programming glitches. What he's basically leading to is that this was intentional.
I'm just saying, as a programmer, it doesn't have to be. Shit happens.
We'll see what he says. Besides, I figured it would only add to the confusion. I said there was another Void out there.
Why would such a secret be written in a book? All we ever got up to now were just weird codes.
It's me. I told you before. This whole tower is a mysterious place, even for us Voids.
I mean, the tower being intentional, definitely. Most likely. Stuff glitching? Nope. Yuki,
where are you going?
To ask Big Bro himself about this. There's no way he's the traitor.
Wait! You can't do that!
Why? Why can't I?
What do you think this whole point of only gathering you 3? What do you think would happen if this gets out to everyone else? Yuki, I feel you. I don't want to believe this myself. But as long as there is a possibility of Shinji being the traitor, we should act with caution.
Also, like, if we are saying this in terms of being a programmer, Shinji is no way a former programmer, man.
You gotta think
A
of who's left,
musclehead.
though, who would be able to do this.
Shobai. He's
He-
really the only one I can think of.
Honestly, out of who has the remaining brain matter of the cast, yeah.
Caution? And how are you going to achieve that?
I'll ask him. If he's truly a void, then he'll react to the word only as voids now.
A word that only you know? So it's like some kind of code, is it?
You could put it that way. Anyways, you should all try and play dumb for now. Don't tell anyone, alright? Let's call this meeting off for now. When there's 9 people wandering about this place, someone might have already heard us.
I'm not sold yet. Something about you suddenly finding that kind of info in those books when we've only been getting weird codes is just... But alright, I'll leave it to you for now.
At least Yuki's using his brain cells.
Wow, I thought for sure you would lose your temper again.
Little Yuki has grown up.
No.
I'm the normal one, okay? You're all the ultimates. And that's why you can stay calm even when stuff like this happens. And the reason I was able to grow up was because Bro was there for me. And that's exactly why I don't want to believe this. There's no way that he's the traitor. I'm sure of it. And I think you are right.
One hardship after another. Just when we thought we were finally free from Terria's imprisonment, we were told a shocking reveal. From now, we should just leave it to Nikke and let him talk with Shinji. But if Shinji really is the traitor, what are we to do?
I mean, you can just ask some questions, but...
So realistically, if Shinji really was the traitor, like, what all would he do to you other than being, like, stronger than the rest of you?
And, like...
If he was, and even then, it just doesn't fit him at all.
Yeah.
I started investigating after the meeting. I just can't seem to focus. Ever since I was in that meeting room, all I could think about was Shinji. And the possibility of him being a traitor. I don't want to believe that. But if it was true...
Oh, Sora, there you are. You alone?
Yep, what's up?
About what Nikke told us just now, I wanted to ask your opinion on all of it.
Well, I was just wondering about that as well. It's honestly bugging me to the point where I can't seem to focus on the investigation at all. Wait, did you look for me just to ask that?
Why? Is there something wrong with that?
Waste of time and energy when we have very little system, but fine, sure, whatever.
Well, Yuki, I don't even need to ask. And Nikke seems to have a strong opinion on this as well. So the only neutral one here is you, Sora.
Well, I guess we just have to leave it up to Nikke for now. It's not like we have better options anyway.
I would like to be there while Nikke does the interrogation.
I feel like he's gonna come up with some explanation as to why we can't, because, oh, well, he's obviously not going to, you know, do that with me if you guys are there, since the last voids are not comfortable coming out to you yet, or some sort of bullshit like that, I'm sure.
I don't feel comfortable for Nikke, who made the accusation, to be the one to check, though.
Exactly, I don't either, but that's probably the logic he's gonna pass off on everyone else. And since the remainder of this group is Dumber than doornails. It's gonna work.
Yeah, about that. I've been thinking of something. Nikkei brought us free and told us to keep the secret from the others. And Nikkei said Shinji might be the traitor, hence outing him as a possible Void member.
Of course, if Shinji was a Void member, then Nikkei would have surely known about that. Here's the other thing, though. Iroha wasn't in that group. Why would he isolate Iroha? That's suspicious in itself.
Yes, it is.
Then just look at the remaining people. Mikado's a Void, and Terria's part of the Foundation, so he's probably not a Void.
It isn't impossible, but but it sure is improbable.
So that leaves us with only 2 people. Shobai Hashimoto and Iroha Nijiue.
I get what you're trying to say. You're telling me that one of those 2 is the remaining Void member.
Yeah, and as I said before, I really think... Never mind. Sorry, Sora. I guess this really doesn't help our situation in any way. The focus should be on Shinji, not on who's the last Void.
You can do both. Yeah, and escaping this tower.
Alright, I should get back to my investigation. Thanks, Sora. Talking to you always seems to clear my mind.
Same here. Thank you to you as well, Yoriko.
It's not like I need your thanks right now. I'm probably more thankful than you. Goodbye.
She's so annoying. A fine specimen of a tsundere. What a girl. God. She's right. There's really not much we can do about the other problems. Our first priority should be escaping the tower, and for that, I need to investigate as always. That aside, this tower sure is tall. I didn't notice it when we first entered. Now that I look at it from this angle, the stairs end here. This should be the highest floor, but we could reach even higher using the ladders. I can't even see the ceiling. Is it really that high? If I fell from this place, I doubt I'd survive.
Death flag? Not for Sora, but murder weapon?
And just at that very moment...
What? Oh my god.
I was like, when he called it, I was like,
Oh my fucking god.
What?
Congrats, Sarah. Someone tried to kill you.
Can you guess who pushed her, though? They're not going to be able to tell from the CG, but let's keep going. Like, you have time to think about it. Her shoe fell. Her shoes off. Her feeties.
Yeah, right.
Body has been discovered. Everyone please gather at the room in the Tower of Babel. Power room. Power room. Yeah. Oh, I was so hoping we'd reach the investigation today. Okay, I know who reads this. Yesterday, my parents abandoned me. Or maybe that was today. I'm not honestly sure. This is Shobai. Such is the fuzzy memory of my childhood days.
Yeah, he did mention something like that, no?
Passage of time shattered those precious moments so much that I can't even remember their faces. I once did try to find their traces. That wasn't very like me, huh? I must have been possessed or something. But they were already dead long ago. I continued living like that until they killed themselves like the bastards they were. People don't change. Fate isn't something grand like Providence. It
just represents the ever unchanging self. The ones who will make the worst decisions are always decided from the start. If they haven't, then time was simply having mercy on them. Like a salmon returning to its birthplace. Everything is on a destined path. It was built to be that way. That is how I was able to calm myself. The world will keep changing, but people don't. You can trust people. You can't trust people in this damn world. The only thing worthy of trust is what they have. And yourself. Our desires make us human. Our desires make us feel alive. That's what it's telling me.
I am concerned.
Just listen.
We get to play Shobai.
Yep, keep going though, because I don't want to cut off yet. I want to get a little further. There's a perfect cutoff scene coming up, and I just want to get to it.
Can't even have a quiet nap in this place. What a turn of events. About damn time someone died.
Oh, positive.
Looks like the snow stopped. I had a nasty dream. Maybe it was because of the change in atmosphere. I can't get used to it no matter how hard I try. Well then. Let's go check who bit the dust this time, eh? First floor power room, huh? I wonder who it could be this time.
I sure am wondering too. The way everything went, probably Shinji.
Okay, wait. Check your menu. Check your menu. This is super important. Please check your menu. Oh, come on. Where is it? Is it under system?
Money.
Go look through the tabs. It'll show up. I promise it will. Where is it? Okay, it might be under system. It might be under system. This is a super important detail, and a lot of people miss it. There it is!
Ah. Web,
Yeah.
web.
Yeah, Shobai is our corroborator.
Of course he is. He was the only real option
You can
anyway.
only see this detail if you look in the... Okay, I wanna get to the cutoff point, but I wanted to show you that first. I love Chapter 4, okay? Chapter 4 is good. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people's disagreements are between the two games. I like Chapter 4 of 2.
Web, web.
As soon as I entered the stairs into the power room, the first thing I felt was hot, scorching air. Though it wasn't intense enough to affect the air near the entrance lobby, the heat definitely felt abnormal, to say the least. Frantic voices and faint noises coming from the power room. I know very well that the scene of a dead body awaits me there. Now then, without further ado, let's head down to see who's dead this time. The heat gets stronger and stronger as it envelops me. Noises and voices grow louder every second. At the end of the stairs inside the spacious power room, there awaited.
Well, yeah. Jesus.
Congratulations, Rina. You guessed who the victim was.
Man, he was burned.
Yeah, this case is a bit wild.
You burned a firefighter? You burned a firefighter?
I miss the smoky odor like barbecue on a grill.
Don't make that comparison.
I know, I'm sorry. He's just like this. You gotta just leave me. Shobai's literally just like this. You gotta just let it go.
Lay the body of Shinji Kasai, the ultimate firefighter.
Man.
Hee 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 hee.
Man.
He will be missed, but now you don't have to do deep voice.
That's true, but man. By the way, where's Sora?
Oh, you'll see. Let's do this first. Judging by the steam in the corpse, he was incinerated to death. Even his face is unrecognizable, but that physique is Shinji Kasai's without a doubt. Shinji Kasai, huh? I guess he did look to be in a dangerous spot. So he was the one to die this time.
Does he still have the gun?
We'll see.
This is the dream, right? Please, this has to be a dream.
Hi, babes! How you doing, girlie?
You look fine despite what happened to you.
I can't wait to get into that later. What happens? What do you mean there was a body found?
Things sure moved fast once everyone was out, eh?
Oh, no. Shinji?
Sora! Just, where have you been all this time? I've been looking for you. Do you even know how worried I got when I heard the body discovery announcement?
I'm sorry, Yoriko. It looks like I worried you a lot. Now that the fire has settled, you know what's coming next, don't you? I've again prepared for you the prestigious monochrome file 4. I suppose I need not explain this again,
That's how trustworthy is this file.
As trustworthy as it needs to be, I guess.
What's that supposed to mean?
Also, good to see you are alright again.
Monochrome baby, I missed you. Give me squishies. I love him.
It seems like all the glitches just went away at once, eh?
Yeah. Interesting how that works.
Doesn't seem like it's Shobai's doing either.
Oh, only so many people can touch the code. That means one of our voids has to be up to it, doesn't it? You said you had no memory for the past few days. How can we trust you for credible info?
So before they found the body Monochrome was already back to normal and said stuff, I see.
You know what probably snapped him back to normal is the fact that someone died.
Probably.
Because it probably overwrote the glitching code and his function came front and center. That's how I want to imagine it anyway. You even know how this case went down?
Well, worry not. That and this are unrelated. I know exactly what happened in this case, regardless of my memory. I mean, of course I should know, because of... Well, then, please do your best on your investigations.
I mean, you would just need to check the logs, I guess.
True.
As long as they aren't corrupted.
I mean, and the other thing is, like, this place is not normally... Like, it wasn't included, so he might not even be able to do that.
I will see you all at the trial grounds in due time.
Though the students should be locked, regardless of where they are. At least if the program is written well.
Yeah, true.
Nikke, what exactly did you mean by that? Monochrome lost his memory?
I guess you weren't around when he said it. Monochrome says he lost his memory ever since we arrived on the fourth island.
Memory? I guess he was acting a bit strange lately.
Hold on. Who was the first to find the corpse?
Shobai, when did you arrive? And why are you asking that?
Shut up and answer me.
Me, Iroha, and Nikke. Why?
Monochrome was talking about some fire. So, did the fire happen here?
Well, to be precise, when Yoriko and I went down the first floor, we felt something odd near the stairs heading to the power room. We felt some kind of heat radiating from this place, and when we came down, there was a big fire in here. When we were wondering what to do about the fire, Monocro suddenly appeared out of nowhere to put out the fire. And after that, we found Shinji.
Fire, and Monocro regaining his memories as soon as Shinji died. Shouldn't be a coincidence. Monocro turning stupid a few days ago. I can see why, but the fire seems to be directly related to this case. Sorry, I refuse to say that word since it's a slur.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why it was even used in the first place.
Again, this is pretty old. It's not as old as DRA, but it's old enough to where, like, I don't think that was acknowledged as a slur yet. Or at least people didn't, like, highlight the fact that it's a slur yet, so wouldn't be surprised. Hey, could someone bring Mikado? I don't want to go there myself.
Mikado? Why? Come to think of it, he's still tied up, right?
Oh my god, why would y'all do my husband like this? I mean, it's obvious. A murder occurred, and even he needs to at least investigate, right? Don't get me wrong, I would love to forget him and just go on. But even he could prove to be helpful in murder cases.
No, I don't think he's ever been helpful to us.
Lies! He got us out of some serious shit in trial 2 and 3.
Yuki, are you alright?
Why did it come to this? How could this? No, please. Big bro, no.
Don't you cry on us, Yuki. You're a man, aren't you?
Come on.
Shut up with the toxic masculinity, Yoriko. I'm so tired of you. Don't speak.
Come on. He was super close to Shinji. He's allowed to cry as much as you want.
That too. He can cry about this because they were really close friends.
We're trying to keep her calm here, and you're just gonna cry your eyes out like that?
Don't worry, Yuki.
Osiria?
Shinji's death was not in vain. It shouldn't be. Because this, yes, even this, is for the greater good. What, Teria? Huh?
Maybe just
Pal?
shut up.
Teria, maybe this is the time where you do not speak.
Now, what the heck does that mean? Teria, are you hiding something from us?
Nope, nothing. A useless piece of trash like me can't do anything. Oh my god, the pity party, it starts. So you should just ignore me and focus on your investigations.
Try to be at least a bit useful, Teria.
Harry, I swear to god.
Hold on, weren't we... I mean, murder did occur, but the trial is located inside the model cruise, right? How can we have a trial when we can't even get out of this tower?
Well, I assume since all the glitching has stopped at once, that the tower is open again.
Yeah, I assume that the door's back. You can leave now, dumbass.
We can?
Hold on. Now, how would you know about that?
He walked up to here on his own 2 legs. He saw the door on his way.
True, because Shobai actually has brain cells out of this group. We love that. I need to answer. Don't believe me? Don't move your ass and check it yourself. I said move. There's something I need to check. The investigation starts off just like every other time. Albino girl brought Mikado to the scene, and Teria left sometime after that. Not that I care much, though. All that matters is the mystery that is this case. A bit annoying, but I should get this over with quickly. Something I need to check out. But I'm still bound to the rules of this world. Well, for now, at least.
For now.
That's why I wanted to show you the menu, because if you saw that out of context... Anyway, this is the perfect cutoff point.
Yep. Wanna wait until I can save, or...?
I have enough time to do the investigation.
Alrighty. Then we shall do the investigation next time.
Yeah.
So, we shall see what the heck happened to poor Shinji.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, goodbye.